Yo, we have the best possible Andy runner that has ever existed. The Throw Barb. We got TZ Catacombs. I mean, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. See what happens here. What is going on? Saffron, Rush, Wicked Ball, Kev, Steve Lusted, Josh, Corey, Billy S. What's going on? Stray Bullet, what is up? And Wicked Ball again, because he's on there twice. Twitch and YouTube like a legend. Guaranteed fastest, most efficient Andy runs of all time. Oh. Allegedly. Jock, good morning, good morning. Not down here, great. There she is. Not sure how this is gonna go. Let's see. Throw. Ooh, okay, I kept hitting the wrong button. Don't worry about that. Hit her with that Reaper's Toll. Come on. I got the Reaper's Toll on there, right? Yeah. Optimal Andy Farmer. Poison damage, or poison res is very low. Looks like not going to be great. But I think we're going to do it anyway. Let's see. What would I do better? What could I do better? Hard to know with this build doing this thing. But can you really skip it, though? Go on, Trash Chunger. What's up? What's up? Varthamus. Yo. Kev, what did you tag me in or whatever? I'm not sure which one you're talking about. Appreciate you, Bib, for hitting that link to the vid. Don't forget the like button on YouTube. I mean, you could take out the packs on the way. Get lucky, maybe. Almost better to hit the packs on the way, to be perfectly honest. Almost better. Trophy room. Let me guess, it's Tyro's Might. I don't think I've seen that one. Got to clear it out a little bit. Oh, we got champs here too. Great. Hopefully Andy doesn't come right away here. Huh? Most optimal build ever. Yeah, Kev, this might surprise you, but probably about 4 or 5 times a day I get a post about how somebody found Tyro's Might. Just just letting you know. Literally 4 or 5 times a day. So congrats on that, though. So you're well on your way to completing your Holy Grail, though. So at least you got that. You got that. Well, didn't have to use any potions that time. Stray says good luck. Appreciate you. Randy Shannon, welcome in. Hit the like button for the birthday boy. Not really my birthday. Thank you. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. First ever, though? Yeah, Randy, it's incredibly rare. So, yeah, congrats on the first... Most people, if they find one, crazy rare. So, congrats on that. I'm happy for you. I am. Gotta be down here, right? Well, whatever. We'll take out a pack on the way, too. Well, okay, fine. Wasted teleport charge on the gem, I guess. Gotta be here. Gotta be here. You level up today, it's a sorta birthday. Probably not gonna level up today, honestly. Unless there's like TZ Chaos or something. Because this build not great with what I'm doing. Anything over like P1 really, so for farming gear and stuff. Yeah, fine. You don't level up too quick with players 1. Fine. Honestly, it takes me so long to find the way. It's almost like I almost need to stop and take out the champs along the way, you know? And with it not being like a P8, so you don't get the max drops every time. It may, I can't confirm this mathematically, but it may make sense to just stop and take out the packs with what I'm rocking right here. I almost need to grab some stuff to repair these charges too, the teleport charges, so. Oh, dang it. I wasn't paying attention for a second. I really need that Mercenary's Reaper's Toll to do some more damage here at the moment. Really need her. That's devastating. What you get for looking away for a second. Oh, Trash, thank you for the 5 gifted. Wow, I didn't expect to get beat down so bad. Oh, I didn't realize I was amped up. Still not paying attention again. Thank you so much for the generosity, Trash. You absolute legend. 1 eternity later on this kill. Holy smokes. Kind of missing a lot more than I expected, too. I need some more attack rating, huh? All for a studded armor. Let's go! Assault helm. Need a couple things to sell here for all the charges. Maybe some of these will pop up. Yeah, I figured that out eventually there, Biv. Eventually. I don't know where that amp was coming from. I don't think Andy can just, like, randomly amp you up if I'm not... I don't know, never really... Usually you don't have problems with Andy, but usually you would never do something that I'm doing right here, so... I would not usually... Oh my gosh, 4,000. Couldn't get some skills in there. Usually I would not recommend this to nobody. Bro, I can't get skills on nothing. Okay. Don't think a Twitch throw is worth all that. Nope, but you never know. You never know. Kev says hello from Denmark. Thanks for watching the content. Appreciate you. Let's see, we gotta go right, so maybe it's over here, huh? Should be. Oh. Very important to keep that mercenary alive, especially with no lacerator. Which I could get, but I want to do mostly self-found. I did a little bit of trading early on, but then I don't derive any enjoyment from trading. I kind of know that the comment was coming already, so I'm just kind of preempting it there. Ooh, little Sunday. Keep that for giveaway. 1 max suboptimal on the roll there. I feel like, isn't there always a champion pack in here? Guess not always, huh? Boy, I got robbed on that one. Let's take a sip of coffee. Doom, I'll get it eventually. I'll be 75 finding Tyrell's Might, no doubt. Boy. Gotta give Trash his due one more time. Once again, I don't know if I shouted you out, gave you your full due that you deserve, but thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships again. How's Phil going today? Phil's going all right. Living the dream. Can't complain. Can't complain. Maybe it's this way. I changed my mind. Yeah. That thought. See if this works. New strat. Gotta watch the Merc's health because I need to keep that. Huh. Maybe Andy does amp up people. I just never paid attention, I guess. Because I just got amped up again. I don't know where from. Twisted Essence, Diamond Mail. Diamond Mail will sell for something. Oh, got to sell all that stuff. No big deal. We'll grab it, whatever. I thought there'd be another champ over here. Should be able to item find Andy. Change my mind. Jamali taking a beating. Who? Hey, that's what he do. That's what he do. Andishe. I've found several since the last time. Like, I'm on, I've found 10 Templars now. So, is actually the number I'm at. So, yeah. That's the way them averages work, huh? For every person that finds a Templar's or a Tyrael's Might on their first unique Sacred Armor, there's somebody that doesn't find it till their 30th, right? Or however the averages will work out. Devastating, right? Sell. True story. I need it. Jesse's seen some insane drops lately. I've had a couple, but yeah, I'm probably not going to get any with this, what I'm rocking now at this slow efficiency on P1 running through here, but you never know, right? I did get a what was that? A Schaefer's and a what was it? Oh, a Schaefer's and an Erected's Mesh on the same Andy drop was probably the best double drop I've had. Maybe I'm trying to remember. I know I got a really good Nightwings the other. Hard to remember. Definitely seen some crazy Andy drops though. Kite Shield, thanks. Good. I was hoping it wasn't a triple reverse, just a little off to the side. Where's the champion here? There's got to be one. Where are you? Can't find him. Ah. Immune to physical. Alright, forget about it. Waste my time. Just got a sick as shooters. Nice. Congrats. Boy, Stone Skin slows you down more than immune to physical after getting the Reaper's Toll break. Crazy. Still can't find a Jaw, says DMC. Yeah, those are tough to come by. Uh-oh. Sorry, sneeze came up right there. Yeah, you probably don't want to hear this, but so on offline single player, so I'm able to set the players count and farm, like, you know, which technically you could get higher rune drop chances run on the higher players counts. Took me a year and a half to get my first Jaw on offline single player. So, yeah. I know it seems like everybody gets their Enigma on day one and stuff, but that's not really how it goes. Unless people, you know. Not enough sacrifice to RNGesus. Yeah, that is true. I need to start doing the Hero's Might dance, you know. Need to get rid of this bum over here. Gonna throw speed up a little bit, maybe. When the monster's high enough health pool, maybe getting the throw speed up will help a tiny bit. But yeah, Tierra, good call. Ceremonial jab. 640s incoming. Bone knife will grab it for Smolps. Even though it's just socketed. Check in, welcome in, go. Flickering Flame can peek. Congrats on that, Haze. Hopefully that helps out your build, I'm assuming. Which runes should you be cubing up for Enigma, says Billy S. It depends on a lot. If you're offline single player, interesting. Not going to use it. I mean, 2 to Barb, life, res, MF. I mean, I couldn't use that over most things, but... So if you're running Lower Cross on offline single player and you're trying to get Enigma, you should probably cube up essentially everything you find. Maybe you can make a Heart of the Oak and like a Call to Arms, and then cube like everything else up. But, I mean, getting Enigma is so nasty. Because if you get Enigma, you'll farm so much more efficiently, which means just out there taking out other monsters, you're more likely to find, like, the Vex and the Ohm. So, like, getting to that is, like, get to it, you know what I'm saying? That's my advice, anyways. Got you offline. Yeah, I kind of figured when you asked the question, but wasn't quite sure. Jesse says, best chance at Jaw is Meth. I disagree. I don't think running Mephisto is the best way to find a Jaw rune. Maybe you're saying like to find something that you could possibly trade, but yeah, mostly Chaos I would recommend as a good choice. But besides, yeah, I mean, I don't recommend any particular, usually more than another, because mostly you just kill monsters as fast as you can, so it's going to be build dependent on where I would say to farm. Like if you're a Javazon, go to Cows. If you're a Fireballer, go to, you know, Stony Tombs or something, you know, like. But it's just so unlikely to find a Jaw that you just kind of got to just kill monsters. You got to look for something else and cross your fingers, pretty much. Cross them hard. Yeah, offline, just spam LK. Pretty much. Spam LK to cube up Sirs and Burrs. And really, like I said, I would cube up pretty much everything to get to it. Enigma is like that important. Dang it, he's Stone Skin again. Oh well. Halfway down already, I'll just keep going. Kill everything as you go, says Fire Die. Sorta, yeah. Hayes says he's has good luck at Chaos. I don't want that. Yeah, Chaos really is reasonably good. Why did I pick that up? Just with the ghosts, with the life leech, strength, mana. Okay, wait. The ghosts, the density. Yeah. Well, finger mages or whatever they're called, but yeah. I wonder with the find item skill, if maybe stopping to hit the champs along the way with the barbarian might actually be like the efficiency play too here. Yeah, I think actually trying to attempt to play it safe is actually less safe for my guy here. Because that was like faster, and I didn't use a single potion on my mercenary that time. By teleporting across and just step up and start blasting, you know. I don't remember what those sell for. How much? Nah, nothing. Garbage. Appreciate you, Blue Gene. Slowest random kill ever, talking about the stone skin from a minute ago. Barthemus, yeah, I already kind of half committed. I was like, man, this is taking a while. Wait, maybe I should probably move on, is what I thought in my head. And at that point, well, these sell for nothing. Might as well not even ID. At that point, I was like, well, he's half down now. And then I was like, well, even a half down, I probably should have just went. But at that point, he was already a quarter down, quarter health. And I was like, well, at this point, I might as well stay now. So. But yeah. Seems very fun. Julian talking about the build. I'm having a good time with it. I I really wanted to. I traded for a couple items. I don't know if you just hopped in. I mentioned this a second ago, but I traded for a couple. I traded for like a High Lords, but I started to want to. You know, I don't like. I don't get joy from trading, but I get a lot of joy from finding stuff. So I decided to kind of transfer. I traded a couple items, but then I transitioned to doing like everything else self-found from here on out because it's just more fun. Plus, I want to use like rare and blue items because it's so sweet, right? Stone skin again. Skip it. Nope. Skip it, Phil. Run the other way. That took all my willpower to run away from that. Uh-oh. Might. Maybe I should come back here and make sure I get rid of whoever's mighted, because that's going to give me problems, I think. Even though I just said I was going to do not this. Where's it coming from? Uh-oh. That's alarming. Milk tricking Indario. Let's go! Ooh, boy. That Might Aura on Antario. Holy smokes, this is not going to go good. Where's this Might Aura coming from? Broski. Odd. But at least we took them out quick. And, ooh, a little Templars. Found one of those the other day. Was it Ethereal? Nope. It was not. But, you know, 180. East, okay roll. Good old Templars, so that's neat. Blue Jeans, you don't have to quest bug Andy anymore, by the way. Andy's always quest bug. So, yeah, they couldn't fix the quest bug or something. I don't know exactly why they did that, but then they just made Andy quest bugged all the time. So, but it's just P1 is why there's not max drops coming. If you even go to like players 3, you're gonna get 5 or 6 items like almost all the time. But because it's just P1, there's not gonna be a lot of stuff. What does max resistance mean? So you can have, I know it's behind me though, but see how these are garbage? They can be up to 75. And this is white. I know it's behind my head, I can't see. Yeah, right here. How it's white, that's because it's positive and it's red when it's negative. If it's 75 res, it'll turn like a gold color. And you can even go up higher than that, but 75 is considered max res. So that's for you and your mercenary. Most of the time people refer to that as their, yeah, it's the most amount of resistance you can have. Pop an ore from the other room. I didn't think the ore could go through walls. That's pretty lame. I never thought about it. Sure. Take some out along the way, see if we get lucky. Ooh, I thought I got lucky for a second. Also, like I was noticing I needed some of the full rejuice, so. I'm winning. Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. My question's better. Please read it. Sorry, I missed what. Oh, do Terra Zones go in a certain order rotation? No, they're online. They're random. Offline, there's not a particular rotation, I guess, but they are quote unquote random. But there is a Terra Zone schedule for offline that you can look up, and you can look out like months at it, like months in the future. But online, you can only see the current Terra Zone and the next one. So I don't know what the one after this is like. Plains of Despair or something, but yeah, I can't see any further than that. Amped up again. You know, I think after this run, I'm going to pump them points into Dex, because it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be much much mo better to use that. And if I ever need the points from now on, I'll just have to respec. I was kind of saving a few points. Another rock, please. Let's go. I was saving some points in case I wanted to throw on a piece of gear here and there or something, but I want to landing more shots here. I think I got like 20 points over here, yeah. So we'll get the attack rating up. Only 50% chance to hit. What did 20 points do for us? Let's see. Oops, that's not the right button. Just out of curiosity. Only puts it up 2%. Oof. Oof. Big oofy. I think with ranged, it actually increases your attack rating and damage with dex, so I guess that is a thing, so. Oh well. Outer Step Plains says Power Trip. Yeah. It's on the next TZ coming up. Need a loot filter ASAP, says Maxim. I'm anti-change guy, so even with that being said, I would be on board with the loot filter. Crazy talk, I know, right? Stone Skin. Well, Stone Skin, I'm actually wrecking him somehow. Must just have no health. Very low health pool. Uh-oh. Ah, I was hoping for Deck Room Shield of Deflecting. Ooh, interesting. I didn't realize I had so many of these over here. Oh, well, we'll save those because I've been using up just a ton. First, what a bum. What a schlubby bum. Just saw it upload on YouTube. Amazing on the Zod find. Appreciate you. Yeah, pretty wicked, pretty legendary. Oh, jeez, fat finger and buttons left and right over here. Reaper said he got a jaw from Plains, huh? Yeah, what was it? We were running a TZ Plains, a Despair one time, and I feel like not a jaw, but like an ohm dropped off. There are ghosts out there, right? So it's probably not the absolute worst if you're, you know. It's not the easiest Terror Zone. It's not the hardest, depending. I can't remember if that's the one that can get the souls or not out there. Or if it's got, like, you know, Finger Mage type monsters out there. Memories failing me in my elderly age. Boy, really don't want to use all these charges, but don't want to run it either, so... Yeah, boy. This is about to cost me 6 million gold. Dang it. YOLO! Oh my gosh, I just used like 70 charges, which is literally like 100k gold. Uh-oh. These guys can cause problems. When these misshapen come over. Plus when I can't see anything. There we go. Hit Andy with that Reapers. Help me out. Boom. Nailed it. Ooh, little Grim Shield. Alright. It's a circlet. I mean, we'll... I just had that stuff just to sell, so I think that stuff would sell for better, but... Good old Grim Shield. Good old Lidless Eye. 92 roll. Eh, whatever. Not really anything I need here, but... Grab you. I do kind of want to identify this. A couple things just in case. Garbage. Ooh, got the quickness part. Brain melting down. All right. How am I happy when people steal your stuff? Well, they didn't, like, quote unquote steal it. Like, I know I got a lot of comments like, oh my gosh, that's bad form. You item found it, they stole it. But it's like I was item finding right next to everybody. So, like, you know, if you want your own item found stuff, you could probably wait for people to walk away, right? So that's why, and not to mention anyways, especially like the pole and the lemon stuff, I probably would have just given those away anyways, so. I guess I'm in a little bit of different circumstance than everybody else, but yeah, Reaper Mosaic is completely busted. If you want to like ruin the game for yourself and then have every other build feel like it's garbage, then just play Mosaic Sin for like one season, and then you'll be like, I don't like Diablo 2 anymore because this build's busted, and now every other build seems garbage compared to it. Reaper saying that area, Plains of Despair, does have them souls out there. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Asthmatic says, am I crafting today? Yeah, I will. I got to remember to grab amulets, to be honest. I keep forgetting. I just, now that you say that, I remember I need to start picking up amulets in the TZs as I find them. Because I have like a full 10 set, like Rals and Amethysts and whatnot. We'll take them. It's taking forever. Skip it. So I probably need to start, I need to remember to save jewels because I don't know how many of those I have. Junk jewels, that is. As I see them. Boo. Amped up. Boo. Hard pass on stone skinning me to physical. Oh no. Those guys can be struggle bus. They amp you up and get you shredded. Ah. That was close. Wow, his health was halfway down again already when I gave him, after I gave him that potion. Jeez. I just took way too many potions on accident. No big deal. Quite the little challenge here. Sure. There's a little champ over there, but I don't see him. No big deal. No changes, Ark. Nope. This isn't a monetized, like, microtransaction type of game, so there's not going to be constant updates and stuff. John Simo, welcome in. Marty Mar, what's going on? Yo, yo, yo. Wolfman. Boo. Roberts. Yo, yo. So nasty. Wish those rolled higher, cruel, to be honest. It's funny, I didn't really think about it. The one-handed attack damage is actually higher than the throw damage. Most of them, the throw weapons, the throw damage is higher. But for this one, the max damage anyways on the one-handed regular attack is actually higher than the throw, which is interesting. See, like none of this one's actually the same. Interestingly enough. Joshua, good morning, good morning. Hannah 80 and Alex says, I have a question. Shoot. Send it. I'll try to catch her. A lot of comments flying in. Love to see it. Love the enthusiasm. Welcoming everybody, by the way. I do miss some, though, but I try to catch as many as I can. Heard an amulet. There we go. I can craft with that. Ooh, both champs didn't drop anything else. Reaper said he doesn't want any updates because I'm sure it wouldn't be good. 2 to skills. Checks out. Definitely can get 2 to skills. Dang. Increase attack speed in the Fool's mod, but... One eternity later on that map, jeez. Woo! Another champ over here? Whoa! Huh? Ah. Fire, lightning, enchant got me. And I was already amped up from the other guy, I think. No big deal. Suboptimal, but what you gonna do? Not trading your Zod. I don't know what I'm probably give it away here in a little bit. I probably should get around to doing that. Oh, I got tons of jewels over here. So we got 1 amulet to craft anyways. Maybe we can make up for that death here with a sick caster amulet. Ooh, level 95? What? Unbelievable. I mean, I guess I'll sell it. No, it's not even worth going over to sell that, but... Anybody want this? Maybe I'll give it away. Sure. You could not even give that amulet away. Every once in a while that happens. As much as I hate swapping weapons, you're surprised I didn't want the telly. I mean, kinda, but I mean, I couldn't. I mean, get rid of the High Lords. I know it's half efficiency or whatever, but with the deadly strike and the attack speed, when you're a budget character, you kind of just have to put up with it. We'll go after it, sure. Champions are goated for, well, usually anyways. I guess not this time, but full rejuves because there's 4 of them and they usually drop a ton of potions, so. Of course, just as I go to say that, not this time. Always go backwards. It's a sweet fill potion rule. A lot of people in ladder wouldn't even reach 95 so small. True story. It took me like 2 years to get a 95 character on offline single player. But I don't usually, you know, pretty much on offline single player, I don't try to level it all until I'm like, ooh, this one amulet's really good and I need to be like level 94 to use it or something. And then well, I guess I better get up to that level now. Or you just hit that level on accident just from magic finding, but especially characters like the Barbarian, because you're always doing like level 1 farming. A lot of like pit Zerker and stuff like that, so you don't level up fast P1 pits, you know, over level 90. Before that, you can level a little bit, but... Ooh, Grand Charm. Easy Grand Charm. I can pick that to the cube as well here in a second. As long as I don't forget and just nuke it and sell it. Technically try rest. Guess I shouldn't have went backwards. Should have went forward. Wicked Ball said he's chilling at 97 on ladder. Impressive. Straight up blasting. Too much going on. Too many elites and stuff. I hate having to take this many potions. It's a lot of work. A lot of work. Ooh, the Diggler. Owl's Amulet too, of course. Yeah. Oh. Maybe next time. What? Oh, I forgot I had that in there. Let's just get rid of those. Kind of want that Hydra Skull. What if that rolls some silly roll on it. I forgot what was I gonna sell these boots? I need all this gold. Reaper said he did throw before. It was pretty fun. Yeah, it's pretty fun. Definitely could be slaying a harder if I went and traded out for stuff, but decided I didn't want to do that. Increased attack speed's neat, but 449 on a 4 socket. We'll see what I got. I've been hanging on to a few bases just in case I needed them. 3-3. I got a 425, 449. I don't know. Not really enough to be trading for a bunch, but didn't sell it. Impressive. Impressive. All right, let's cube this real quick while I probably should wait, you know. Let's go pretty quick anyways. Easy Grand Charm. Should be able to get 45 to life on her with a skill. Hopefully, of course. And I know some people are like, oh, cube the skulls with rares, or make sure you should be crafting blood gloves or something. Nah, I ain't about that life. Come on. I did get a skiller already. I think it was a life skiller actually too, but it was just 10 to life, like summoning for the druid or something. So, all right, we'll put you right there. Couple runes I picked up. No big deal. All right, move on. Trav till Enigma? Oh my gosh, heck no. No. 0% chance. Trav makes LK seem like the funnest thing ever to do. Another amulet I could craft. Good. Thought there was a champer out here. Guess not. What's up, kid? Man, you eat those things all the time now. I guess so. Go get dressed too, by the way. Now that it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, no, but you don't just walk around in a nightgown all day. What are you, an old lady? Talk to my daughter real quick. Can you make rune words and superior items? For sure, yeah. Yep. For sure. Race, welcome. Where are we going here? 7 more minutes. Come on. Oops. Devastating. I didn't follow my old motto to go backwards, and this time it bit me in the butt. Canadian Alex said wants to try this build. New to the game. Yeah, probably not the best build to try if you're new. It will be a struggle. So I mean, maybe if that's the type of thing you like, you know, you like just trying things that you know are going to be a struggle or something. Not usually one I would recommend, but by all means, if you want to, give her a whirl. Just expect a tough go. You dropped a long staff. That's like unheard of. Easy, Andy dropped 1 item. Like legit. I don't think that's possible. Brent said he found a 5 NATO. Congrats on that, I suppose. Some fire, some life. You say you need to find someone who can afford it. Just a standard, just plain 5 NATO. I'm not an expert on the trade value of all rare stuff, but I don't think it's worth like a ton. Because usually the stuff that's worth a ton, it has to be like perfect, and then roll with like 2 open sockets too and stuff like that. So, but it is, I mean, it's definitely cool. I've only found a few 5 NATOs in my life, so I mean, maybe like 5 of them total. Go and craft up one of these. That's everything we need. Come on. Is this good? Boy, that's lame sauce. Malp says, travel eye. True story. True story. No one has ever found a high rune in Trav before. Promise. Oh, I got 5 charges left on my staff. How about that? Got 4 minutes left. I guess we'll just take out a couple champs. Oh, well, stones. Sometimes a stone skin, if he's not immune to physical, they get ripped out pretty quick, actually. Bone knife. Let's go back and repair our charges real quick. Ton of my guides. Appreciate you, me. Should we farm Sunder Charms or go somewhere level 85 for gear farm first? So if you just like beat the game, I would try to get Godly Fury Helm. I would try to get better gear first before you get a Sunder Charm. Sunder Charms are essentially worthless unless you have good gear. So I don't know what characters you are, but you can get like going to farm the Countess right off the bat to get some runes like Lems and like Ist runes and stuff like that, or even just the middle runes you need to like make rune words is crucial. And then of course, yeah, if Stony Tombs, Ancient Tunnels, Pits, and what Chaos Sanctuary, whatever you want to do to farm up here. And Darl Mephisto, there's a lot of different options depending on what type of build you got and what it's good at. Or the combination of your builds, because you say you were playing with your brother or something, so. Yeah, because unless you have gear that has minus resistance on it, like let's say you're a Fireball Sorceress, if you don't have minus fire res on your gear, the Sunder Charm is all but worthless. So. Okay, how much time we got? Am I going to even be able to... Let's yellow teleport it a bit. Let's just skip the champs for now and get to Andy. And then Andy will drop like nothing or something. So... Man, champions everywhere in here too. It is crazy that actually in here there are so many super weak champions. The problem is TZ Andy at the bottom makes it so you never want to like stop and farm the other stuff. Oh man. Ogriax, love to see it. Because really, the Catacombs would be a goated, like I was saying, a goated Terra Zone. If Andy didn't overrule everything, you know. Except maybe with this build, actually, Andy might not be the greatest because, ooh, Stone and Jordan right at the end of the Terror Zone, and we all know it actually is a Stone and Jordan. There's no way it could be anything else but an SOJ. So let's go ahead and show off the Stone and Jordan right now. Here we go. Boom! Ooh. Well, a 20 absorb wisp. What does the MF go up to? Does it go 2020 or is it 2015? I think the lightning absorb is max on that, if I'm not mistaken. So that's not too bad. That's good, good, good. Yeah, I haven't found too many. I mean, it might be creeping up on 10 wisps that I've found like in my lifetime. Maybe a tad more than that, but nah, maybe not more than 10 actually. I was just gonna check this for no good reason. What time we got? 10 more seconds in the Terror Zone. See what's up. GG. Andrew found a good lifting dumbbell lifting program. Congrats on that. Yes, when you first start out, you say you're sore. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I almost sold that wisp right there. I don't need that. Wisp's pretty nasty. Let me. Oh yeah, Marty says 2020. Gotcha. That's what I wasn't sure. We'll throw it over here. It's probably worth something, right? Somebody want that? Outer Plains. I feel like I go out there with this build and I'm like, boy, this is rough. Like this, the spready outness of it. Don't ask me what I was just doing there. Don't ask. What I'll ask though is make sure you guys hit the like button there on YouTube. Twitch, don't worry about it, but YouTube, make sure you guys hit that like button. Doon. Oh, you know what? The last time I don't think I was paying attention to my battle orders literally at all. I don't even know if I was battle ordering up all hours. I just thought about that. Good job, Phil. Literally don't know if I battle ordered up one time all hour. Immune to physical? Well, that's an issue. Will you attack the guy who's immune to physical, please? Make it real hard. Come on. Don't get immune to physical. Probably should have skipped it, but when you come this far, now it's just out of matter of principle. Hamdan, welcome in. No good. Love to get rid of this amp damage. It'd be just stupendous. Just stupendous. Where'd the champ go? There he is. Hate when you lose track of that champion that you're trying to take out. Ray said never found a wisp himself. He'll get one in no time. Any good rune words to replace stealth with on a Singer Barb? Not really, to be honest. Stealth is probably the best thing you got until you got like Viper Magi. I mean, some people may argue get some like high defense type of armor or something, but usually on any caster, I just go stealth, even after you beat hell, and then you get out there and you're farming, you know. Oop, another champ coming. So. Rah. Colin said he got his first wisp last week. Yeah, it's a good ring. It's a rare ring. Not used all the time, but oh, I don't know. I got excited for a second. Thought that was a Sir for some reason. There any champions out here? Guess we'll just hit the casters. They're technically ghosts, have a higher rune drop chance, I guess. JC said only Sunday he's found was in this terror zone. Only one, huh? Yeah, I found so many so far. I bet you I've found at least 20 already. Just with my Garbo build, like mostly on Players 1 difficulty. I'm gonna e-bug that armor. If you know, you know. Can I find a champ pack here or something? A unique? Anything? The answer's no, Bob. Oh, Soul's perfect. Run, 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 run. Save and exit. Annington, welcome in. Doing pretty good. And do I know what I'm doing with my Zod? I'm probably going to give it away. That's probably what I'm going to do with it. I don't have a use for it. It'll just sit in my stash, and it'll probably poof at some point in the very distant future, so probably give it away. Lucky to get a TZ Andy. Yeah, I mean, I seen it was on it. I just happened to be at the time when I usually play, right? So best ring for Lightning Sorceress. Yeah, probably what Marty said there. I guess I'd agree with. Probably just throw on some Naggles, get the Magic Find, call her a day. If you don't need the FCR, that is. Definitely get to 105 if you haven't done so already. That's going to be the most important if you're... Right, Marty, yeah, the 117. Yeah, I can't cover every single... Tough to cover every single possibility when people ask certain questions. But yeah, that is accurate. That is accurate. If you are lightning or chain lightning, you got to get to 117. 40 chances off a meth galleon. I'd take those. I'd take them. Sure, why not? Wasn't going to grab that, but I decided to grab it. You can sell that for the gold. Good leveling build for a Barb. So I think someone said there isn't really one. Sorta. Singer Barb's about what it is. If you're offline single player, the easiest way, I would just like pop on a podcast and do P8 Eldritch over and over again, essentially, with a Singer Barb. And that can get you most of the way to where you want to go. Now, if you want to go from like 94, if you're talking leveling up like 94, 95, 96, it's like, well, you SOL, buddy. But, yeah. Any champ around here or what? No? Oh, good. Leveling Barb for getting to hell difficulty. Gotcha. Sorry, I missed the second question there. Or the second part of your question. Clarifying. Yeah, probably just Singer Barb. Have you ever in the past couple of years things disappear from your stash on a single player? No, I haven't. I've never really had stuff disappear on me before. Like, ever. From what I'm aware, the only way that happens is if you save, like, 70... Like, essentially every single crafted Castrama that you ever craft. Because it saves so many, like, lines of text that it just messes everything up. Let's see. Helt's Crazy saying started hardcore. Prefer not playing Sorceress or Paladin, but you want me to pick one for you? Do like a combo Summon Wind Druid. You wouldn't necessarily start off with that. You'd probably start off something fire, but then until you get to like level 30-ish or something, and then play super safe and swap into a Summon Wind Summon hybrid. Best chain. I don't know what that means. Helion. I don't know what those words put together in that order mean. To be honest. $152 voted on the poll talking about hitting the like button, and only 100 hit the like button on YouTube. Gross. Make sure I hit the like button for me on YouTube. I needs it. I needs it. Alright, let's lure in more monsters to a one pack here. PvP dueling term. Yeah, that tells you how good I am the best PvPer in all of Diablo 2 history. Yeah. That tells you right there by me not knowing that's the term that you just said. Chain locker. Yeah, now that you mention it, it does sound familiar, like I had heard it before, but no, I do not do that. I ain't about that life. Where is the way down? So I can, whatever, I'll save and exit, because there's like a 50% chance of souls. Try it sometime. Things that sound boring I don't usually try, or things that I know I won't like. You know, like, but people always insist, like, no, you should definitely try it. You'll definitely like it. But there's, you know, crocheting, I have no interest. I don't think I'll like it, so I'm not going to try it. You know, kissing dudes, I don't really want to try it. I don't think I'll like it, so I just, like, avoid it, you know. So that's just me, though. Teach their own. Undefeated offline PvP champion. Yep, never undefeated, never lost. You think Singer Barb for getting to hell difficulty? Probably, yeah. That's what most people do. It's kind of the fastest, I guess. It's only like AoE. I mean, they do use Leaf Barb somewhat now, but I kind of think for the most part, I would recommend to stick with the tried and true. It's real easy to look up different things on what to do with a Singer, so. But like quote-unquote speedrunners, I see use a lot of Leaf nowadays, but I haven't followed the speedrunning pro strat lately perfectly, so I don't want to recommend that to you if I don't know for sure. No, that's not what I see. You guys misheard me, for sure. I think some of you guys misheard what I said. I said being rude. I don't like it. I don't think it's good. I don't want to try it. I don't want to, you know, being rude. I don't know what you guys are saying. With that other thing you thought I said. But yeah, if you just know you're not going to like something, pretty much the moral of the story is, I'm not going to try something I know I'm not going to like. Where are you? I don't know if there's a lot of monsters, like uniques, named Gut Bang, or if I always notice when they're named Gut Bang. I don't know. Is it a chicken or the egg type of situation? Phil doing PvP is like Smolps playing ladder. Smolps don't play ladder. You gotta play once in a while. You gots to. Highly recommend. Ah! I got stuck on something there. Battle order up so I can remember. Oop. Alex said you want someone to G-rush you. Yeah, I mean, it's tough just to, you know, ask people to do work for you, you know, for free. So unless you're gonna, like, trade something for it or pay someone to do it for you, you know, or you have, like, friends that'll do it for you, you know. Kind of like if you got buddies to come, like, you need your, yeah, I don't know, a shed built or something, and you have your buddy come over help you with it. But if you don't have a buddy to help you, you know, you don't just go around the neighborhood and be like, hey, someone do this work for me for free. You know, you kind of got to trade something for it, you know, or whatever. So, or you can just do it yourself. Really, it is kind of fun to play through the game too. I mean, it is part of the game experience. So I'd kind of recommend go that route. Just go around the neighborhood knocking on doors. Hey, Mrs. Haggerty, I know you're 68, but you think you could help me build this shed? Rush for Forge, Carbot, yeah, where it's like rush for Hellforge, and then when you get to the Hellforge, they're like, whoop, and they just dip out. I feel like I don't really do that a lot either way. I don't like rush me for my Hellforge or rush people for their Hellforge, but I feel like there's a high propensity for people just to dip out on those. Like a third. Yeah, Mrs. Haggerty's got a... Mr. Haggerty knows about sheds. Yeah, she does probably have she has a wicked she shed, so she knows all about what to do. Nope. There's souls there. We're dipping out. We ain't dealing with that malarkey, that's for sure. Beat Chill says he's always got to have a bad habit, so he settles on these 25-year-old games. There you go. Yeah, they're cheap, you know? You already got it. Just sit down, doesn't cost you anything. It's not like going out to the bar, dropping a hundo on one day of fun, you know? You can just play the game, it's free, you know? Truthful, welcoming, yo. Oop. I forgot teleport deactivates every run for some reason. Just interesting. Got a good crew up in here on a Monday. Make sure y'all hit the like button on YouTube. Appreciate you. Act 6 T's. 243 on YouTube. And we got almost 70 on Twitch. Appreciate y'all joining me for the throw barb. The mostly self-pound throw barb. Stone skin. We'll try. We'll see how fast it goes once the Reapers gets to him. You permanently running away for it, buddy. Pretty slow. All right, we'll skip it. There we go. Lock onto Flame Main. G-Stacks. I know Phil's still playing ladder. It's already been a couple weeks. I know, right? I am about to, maybe later today. I will see what's up. Maybe I will trade for like a lacerator or something coming up here. I was thinking maybe. Or maybe I could just jump back to single player and play a throw barb. I didn't look and see. I'm hitting this terror zone just P1 because, you know, I'm kind of weak. It's hard to take stuff out P7 difficulty, but the next one's probably straight up does dog doo-doo. It is... Oh. It just moves into Act 5 further. It goes to the River of Flames next. Guess we'll hang on to it. Maybe I'll keep 2 of them around. Stone Skin immune to physical. There was another champ here. Maybe we'll... And I'm chilled out from it. Gross. Andy Stone Skin also. Yeah, whatever. We'll keep going. How it do? Office Dollar, welcome in. JC says has a lacerator. Yeah, they're not super uncommon. I mean, I haven't found one yet, but they're not like crazy uncommon. So, I mean, I could trade for one pretty easy. It's more of just I didn't want to, but River Flames is chaos. No. 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 River chaos is by itself. Probably should have skipped this guy, but he's halfway down. He's like 2/3 down already. So, oh boy. Might as well keep going now, huh? One eternity later. This bummy bum. His life's replenishing faster and I'm taking him out. Heard of any update? No, there's no updates, Igor. There's not going to be any more updates to D2R. In my opinion. Amulet, craft up time. Oh yeah, online I should probably check the belts just in case. That one crazy rare one that'll be worth a ton, which you never actually find, but you never know if you will. Ah, G-Stacks, you're right. Yeah, I gotta get on that. I got bowling tonight, which I mean I could. I gotta remember how to make those icons. What are we doing, G-Stacks? I don't remember what I was gonna do for it. Maybe the printer. Just kidding. Maybe I'll do a baby picture of me. Every YouTube badge just keeps getting younger and younger and younger, Phil. That's kind of funny. G-Sex really wants that zebra stripe. Guess I could do that. It's very inside baseball-y. That's very inside joke type of situation. But maybe. What's the average? I don't know if I'm at 170 yet. It was like 176 when the season started, and then I started out real bad because I hadn't bowled, since last year. Of course, I only bowl in this one league. That's all I do for bowling much. I bowl a little bit besides that, but we're stepping up though. I had 1 week where 2 of the games were over 200, and then the middle one was like 160 something. That pulled my average up a little bit. So I'm not great, but fun, getting better here and there a little bit maybe. So Ammon rune. It's an Ammon. Yeah, I stopped picking them up. Come on. Give me a champ already. Give me a unique or something. You can do it, game. His head popped right off. This poor guy. Sometimes I never really looked at it to like zoom in on the dead bodies and stuff, what they look like. I did it the other day and I was like, oh. Like his head just like popped off. Ugh. They all get this slice down their back. Their bodies popped open. These ones, their guts fall out. Maybe we get no souls out here this time. How can you tell how many months you've subbed? You can look it up somewhere. I don't know how though. I think you got like what is that one? Is that the 3-year badge or is that the 2-year bald head badge? So Wicked Ball asked, did anyone get anything from the TZ, Andy? Yeah, I don't. I got the Wisp, which is pretty good, but oh, there you go, Robert. Now you can tell.
Found it lol.
Found it lol. Thank you so much for the 32 months of Slayership. Appreciate you for continuing to support the channel. Means a lot. Legends like you is what makes it possible for me to keep doing all this stuff. So thank you so much. By the way, anyone does want to support the channel like the legend of Robert here, along with a lot of other legends in chat, hit that join button down below and consider just $2.99 a month can feed a poor, broke, starving streamer in need like myself. Heard a skull of some kind. Flawless, we'll take that. We got a Sunday. Hopefully it's not a Sunder Charm, though. I'm hoping it's actually a Geeds. I'm sick of finding these Sunder Charms that are super common. I want to find the uncommonly found Geeds. No good. Poison. We'll just run away from them. Poor boy. What's going on? Shirt's still on, right? Chris says his favorite death animation is the Act 5 Overseer. So you're talking about Shank the Overseer, I think? Never really refer to him as the Overseer, but maybe it's a different monster I'm not thinking of. Seen a lot of throw barbs recently. No changes super recently. Yeah, I don't know how that happens, because sometimes it just kind of randomly happens. I don't know why. Like one season I'll start with a druid and they're like, man, everyone's starting with a druid this season. I'm like, really? Okay, well, I'll pick something no one usually starts with ever, like the throw barb, and then it's like, actually, everyone's starting with throw barb this season. Like, what? Come on. Okay. Billy S said got a ohm and a gull from Lorcaros. There you go. Good start. Stone Skin and Mutaphysical again. Yeah, we'll just forget that. Mrs. Small Charm. Oh no! You know that was a 32022. Devastating. Don't know if I can sacrifice the time to go back and look for it. The number of times I've looked for, you spend 60 seconds looking for something and fine, I'll go look. How far back was it? You're gonna make me. Man, if only we had a loot filter, that wouldn't have happened, huh? If only we had a loot filter. Why is he... Yeah, he's not really... I don't know why he wasn't... Seemed like he wasn't taking much damage for some reason. Weird. Worth it. I know, right? I know, right? Oh, Office Dollar said you're running LK online? Oh, boy. Okay, well, that's interesting. I could not imagine... I have no idea what the rates of finding stuff would be for P1 online. But, boy, toughy. Congrats on what you're finding stuff, though. Victor, welcome in. Found a Magic Sunday on my Hammerdin. Worth it using. Hammerdins don't really need Sunder Charms, so I would say no. Pretty much not worth using. I don't even know, and plus there's no, like, minus magic resistance, like, here, really, so... Yeah, I would say... Totally not worth using. You're better off just like putting a point into which you're going to have anyways. Holy Bolt to take out the random immunes that you need to. You know what? Is this the first time I even seen Izzy out here? Oh, I usually never come out this area because there's always souls. That's what happened. Yeah. Good call. TZ, Izzy, Materials Might. Let's go! Oh. Can you item find Izzy? Guess not, huh? I didn't think so, but worth a try. Throw barbs treat me pretty good, Dram. Thanks for asking. The homie vibes from the last video is why I'm the best. Yeah, I appreciate it. Well, appreciate you, yeah. It's easier for me, too, than the other people when they don't get, like, the Sirs or the Lems and whatever, Ulm Runes and stuff. But, because obviously, a lot of that stuff I would just give away anyways. Because it's, obviously easier for me to get stuff than it would be an average person. But, yeah. That's why it never hurt me too much that I didn't get the stuff. Because if that person didn't pick it up and have it, then I would just be giving it to somebody else, so. Okay, save and exit there. Dram got gifted a sub, says thanks. I think that was trash earlier, so that absolute trash. Marty says LKP1 is brutal, I would imagine. Go on, KC Killer. Welcome in. Nothing new, Victor. Nothing new. Doing P1 ladder is wild. I'm not doing only P1, but if I'm farming gear, I'm just doing P1 on a Barb. With the item find skill, P1's not really bad to do on a Barbarian. The way item find works for finding gear. Well, when I'm leveling, I get games filled up with people, but maybe next hour, even though it's not a great terror zone, it's okay terror zone. Maybe I'll host it. Maybe we'll blast it with viewers. It's oh, what was it again? I forgot already. Whatever the last waypoint is here. It's not Calf Sanctuary, but the other. Why can't I remember what it is? I don't know. Oh well. Oh, Race coming in with that Twitch Prime sub.
Use those Prime subs.
Use those Jeff Bezos subscriptions. Thank you so much for 10 months of Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much, Raced. Yeah, don't let Bezos keep those things. Gonna cut some hay today, huh? Interesting. Congratulations. I don't really know. I can't think of what way to respond to that. Throw Barb good in D2R. Good? Yeah, sure. Can be a lot better than what you're seeing if you have perfect gear, but I'm kind of doing semi self-found, and I kind of want to use mostly rare and magic stuff, just for coolsies, and since there's no rune words for throwing weapons, you know. Highest rune is a dole. What rune word would you recommend? If you're any caster of any kind, so like any of the sorceresses, or if you're a Hammerden or a Fist of the Heavens Paladin and stuff, probably just a stealth, to be honest. Tal F. That's almost always what you're going to use on any caster. Yeah, you say Hammerden, probably just a stealth. You're probably like a stealth, you make that in like normal difficulty. Yeah, but that's probably the best option, to be honest, so. Probably the best option. No Breath of the Dying jabs? I haven't found those yet. They haven't dropped yet. Still waiting on them. Locked. So not my last video, but the one before that, I go over pretty much all my gear and build. I have almost no upgrades since then, so you can check that out, because I get asked to go over the full gear and build like every 5 to 10 minutes usually. Been a little bit less today, to be honest, but check that video out. Not the last one, but the one before that. Appreciate you, Daniel Hightower. No problem. Watching for a while, says Craig D. Hack. Saw a link in your channel, the background music, but which playlist do you use? So I almost always nowadays listen to the heavy metal playlist. A lot of his other playlists, they have like he'll have like songs on there that are like the original songs, but maybe they sound sort of similar to another song that's, you know, on the radio or something, and he'll get hit by copyright stuff, and there's no way to get rid of that stuff. Once YouTube hits you with a copyright thing, you can like request it to be reviewed, but if they review it and they're just like, nope, it's copyright, there's nothing you can do about it, even if it's not like copyright content. So there'll be like one song on the other playlist out of like 200 that's copyright hit like that, and then so if I listen to it, I get copyright hit too. So I wish he would just remove those from the playlist, but the guy doesn't. So, but I know this playlist, and there's the metal and modern core one I listen to too. But it a lot of the playlists have like the same, some of the same songs on them. So yeah. Oh, ran right past this guy. Come on. Man, for the amount of magic find I got, just getting no uniques almost either is kind of annoying. Not that it's like I have 70 trillion magic find, but I mean, I got like 170. You'd think I'd find some here and there off these champs and such, huh? The luck's got to turn around on me here. What gloves was I using? I forgot I was using these. I forgot I switched to those for some reason. Dang it. If only I was using those laying. I've been using these the whole day and I wasn't paying attention. Instead of using laying of hands. Whoops. That probably would have made Andy a little bit faster if I had an extra 350% enhanced damage to demons. Devastating, of course. Boy, that's rough. These guys are undead, so it doesn't help them, but they die pretty quick anyways. These demons, chop them out. Man, those Andy kills would have been so much faster. Ethereal War Shriek, Ethereal Lacerator. Garbage gear. I wouldn't even use it. Just joking, calm down. Yeah, that's good options for the throw barb for sure. Solid.
I can't.
He can't. He can't put it. Oh, I forgot all this stuff in here. Oh well. Whoops, the gloves from yesterday. Yeah, the gloves I put on just for running Pindled so I could get enchanted up. Well, really, maybe it wouldn't have been as bad, too, because if I was throwing, and then enchant procs, then I would get higher attack rating. So then I would be hitting Andy more earlier. Or actually, maybe even right now. If enchant procs, and then I'll have a higher, you know, hit percentage. Oh well. Appreciate you, Craig. Stab, stab, stab. Ooh. Craig says due to gloam-related trauma, got his lightning res up. Yeah, anywhere that there's gloams, man, run, teleport staff. Usually, if I have a teleport staff with like 30 charges, I just nuke the whole staff, teleporting across wherever these gloams or souls are or whatever. Just skip all those areas. I don't fight them. I just run, dodging lightning like this. Zigzagging, running away from the lightning. Yeah, biggest tip I can give any new or returning V2 player or something like that: skipping monsters you don't want to fight. Skip. I got a wisp now, though. Yeah, for me, but I was just talking about for someone on the playthrough or whatever. Even the wisp, though, it will help you, but it doesn't really help as much as it really seems sometimes because, I mean, it's like a percentage. It's a percentage instead of a flat number, which I think the 20% from lightning absorb actually comes in last. So, like, your lightning res subtracts, and then whatever's left over, the lightning absorbs 20% of that. So, if I'm not mistaken, that's why it always seems like the flat damage, the flat lightning absorb on, like T-Gods, it's like a flat 20 damage instead of a percentage. It seems more after you have a high lightning res. because it's like the lightning res subtracts it down, and then if you have a flat amount, whatever's left over, it takes away from that. So if it's like 80 damage or something, and you got 20 lightning absorb flat damage, that's actually like a 25%. It would be equal to like a 25% at that point. I just need to punch the glums in the face. Hey, you do you. Yeah, if that's what you like. So we got a couple. These are ones I can craft with. Got one amulet we can do here. Come on. This is what everyone I've crafted has looked like so far. Jeez. I guess it seems like you get way less good ones when you do them one at a time like that. When you do like 100 and you get like 20 of them that have like 2 skills on them, then it seems better. But I'm kind of getting bored of doing this part, so let's just go do some. Ooh, I need some charges, don't I? Oh, got them leveled up. Go do some pits. Oh man, I didn't hit nobody, so my speed ran out. Hit him. Dang it. It's gotta be here, gotta be here, gotta be here. It's here. Oh yeah, so you guys know how some of y'all know who are around all the time how my internet was messing up a few days ago. I got new internet provider coming to hook up today, so it's cheaper and hopefully no issues ever again. What level am I? I'm just like level 90. I don't really care too much about leveling. I like magic finding and hopefully getting lucky and finding gear upgrades. It's the thing I enjoy. Comcast? Heck no. I'd never touch Comcast ever again. Apparently, it's I'm getting WoW, so I don't know what y'all think about that company, but I would never get Comcast ever again. And I don't think I'd ever do AT&T ever again. So now I guess it's just I'm gonna have WoW forever. At the time when I had WoW before, but then it was so long ago I got AT&T actually. WoW didn't. At the time when I switched to Comcast, or to never switched to Comcast. The time when I switched to AT&T, WoW didn't even have like super high speed. They didn't have fiber, like one gig download speed or whatever. They didn't even have that at the time, but AT&T did. So I was like, all right, I'll get AT&T because I use it for streaming and for uploading videos. It's gonna be so much better. But now everybody does so. Comcast so much better than what it was in the past. I don't know. When you burn a bridge enough, you know. Between cable TV when they were screwing me over with that, or when they we're raising your rate $10 a month. Why? Okay. Oh, we're raising your rate $10 more a month. Okay. Well, okay. Now we're changing it so you can't use your own router anymore. You have to use our router. Oh, okay. Cool. Okay. I have to use your router now. Okay. So I have to pay another $10 a month to rent your router from you. So over the course of 2 years, I paid $500 for a router for 2 years use of a router. Thanks. Thank you. Or $500, I mean, because it's. Or no, it's 100. So it'd be $240 over in the course of 2 years to rent a router from them. Cool. And then, you just have to call and threaten to cancel your subscription every month. Oh, we'll give you 3 months with the lower rate. Don't cancel. Then you call back in 3 months. Oh yeah, no, don't cancel. We'll lower the rate. I'm like, no, I'm serious. I'm like, Another 6 months? Okay, sure. Sick of that crap. I know I had WoW before, and I know there's no contract. You don't have to sign a contract or anything. It's this much a month. That's how much it is. Don't have to worry about it. Cyberjunk, welcome in. Yo. Bridge is burnt. Yeah. Totally. I guess it depends on where you're at or whatever. Whoever said they use their own router with Comcast. With mine, with Comcast, and then with AT&T, both. They said I had to rent their router from them. They said they send a signal to the router. That's how they determine which house it is or whatever. And they said, nope, you can't use your own router. I went and bought a router and went to hook it up, and then they actually told me before I got Comcast, or when I was signing up for AT&T, they're like, yeah, you can use your own router. And then they were like, when the guy came to install it, they're like, no, you can't use your own router. And then I called and they're like, no, you can't use your own router. It doesn't work that way. And I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Like, the guy on the phone said I could use my own router. And they're like, do you have the guy's number or whatever? Because I don't know, I guess he got the sale, but you can't do that. So yeah. But yeah, I would, between that and Comcast TV I had in the past, and nope. Sales guys don't care. Yeah, well, apparently. This is true. They get the sale, they get their whatever, so they get their commission or get the numbers on the sheet at the end of the month. Oh, well. I liked WoW. I liked WoW when I had it before, so I like the whole not having a monthly subscription fee, to be perfectly, or not having a contract. I mean, I don't know if every place does contracts at all anymore and stuff like that. I'm not really sure, but I'll go back to WoW. It's also for the same speed for WoW. It's like 30 or it's like, with what I'm paying now, it's $50 a month cheaper, so, than AT&T. I could have called and complained because AT&T did the same thing. They raised the rate, like after like a year, they raised it by like $10, and I'm like, well, it's the only option really I have right now, so whatever. And then they raised the rate again by like another $10. So since I've had it, AT&T's raised the price. It's gone up $40 a month since I got it, AT&T. So 42 to life. I was going to change it like 6 months ago, and I never got around to it because I'm an idiot, and I just lit like $300 on fire from not changing it. But yeah, my internet right now, I'm paying $110 a month because they force you to have to rent the router from them too. In the United States, it's freaking crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, 1 gig for 93. Yeah, well, that's what I got. I got 1 gig because I need it for streaming and for... Really, it's uploading videos. I used to... My WoW internet that I had before was so slow. I would upload a video, and it would... I would have to upload it when I went to bed. And if it was like a 45-minute video, a long one, it wouldn't even be done uploading by the time I got up for work the next day. Like 7 hours later. Like... Yeah. So the new internet I'm getting is $60 a month. And that should be all included unless I get scammed again. Which, what am I going to do? Because every single internet provider I hate. So that's how they get you in the United States. Well, of course, with internet, when there's cables and stuff going everywhere, you can't just have unlimited options. You know, there'd just be wires everywhere, I guess. But Monopolies. That's how they screw you. They just they call it the enshittification of everything. They don't make the products better. They make every company makes everything worse. So you have no option but to get the continually worsening product that they continually charge more for. Really annoying. Yeah, 110 for solely internet. I know it's crazy. Yeah, it was supposed to be $60 a month when I got it, and then they said you have to rent this router from us for $10 a month. And I'm like, well, what am I going to do? Like, what other option do I have? I'm not going to Comcast ever again, that's for sure, after what they did to me before. And WoW didn't even have 1 gig internet in my area at the time. Now they do, so we'll see. It's supposed to be $60 a month. Don't have to pay a guy to set it up or anything. They're gonna come to the house, but apparently if they don't have to come in your house, they don't charge you a setup fee or whatever. So they're gonna drop the boxes on the porch. All I have to do is plug the cable into the box, and the internet should be pretty much good to go. I don't know. Let's see what happens. See what happens. Etiquette said he's thinking about getting a slower speed, but for half the price. And yeah, don't blame you if you don't need it. You know, why pay for it? And the thing is, too, with AT&T, it was supposed to be it's 1 gig internet, but when I do the speed test, it used to be like I would regularly get 800, or actually when I first got it, it would be like it would be over 1 gig. It would be like 1.2 and stuff like that. But now every time I do an internet speed test, it's like 250 megabytes or whatever, instead of the 1 gig or whatever. Then I'm like, this is stupid. Like, why am I getting 250 when, like I'm home by myself. I'm not watching anything right now. Nobody else is here doing anything, and I'm doing a speed test on my computer getting 250 and I'm paying for 1 gig. Like, get out of here. Smolf says, only thing wired to your building is Comcast. Yeah, that is a thing, I guess. I guess if you got an apartment or whatever, I got a house, so. Oh, Tito was downloading stuff at my house. I'm over my Wi-Fi, huh? Nice. Interesting there, Krika. Say you do some over your mobile data for $10 a month, and then a super cheap free internet of some kind. Interesting. Evil Tim says he's got Xfinity. Yeah, everybody else do whatever you want. I don't really care too much what everyone else does. I really don't, whether they have Xfinity or whatever. But yeah, I would never ever deal with Comcast ever again for anything. I'd rather just not have internet. I don't know about that far. You get what I'm saying. Crash says, wow, internet's cheaper in Canada? Cheaper, huh? Cheaper than $60 a month for 1 gig, huh? Huh. It is crazy, though, too. Like, the 1 gig, the so-and-so, quote-unquote, 1 gig. Ooh, a little force socket. Someone could use that. For WoW, it's $60 a month for the 1 gig, and then it was like $120 for 1.2. And I'm like, who needs that 0.2 extra gig download speed for double the price? Like, who is that for? I don't know. Somebody. Gotcha, Tim. Saying you were agreeing with the Comcast take. There's not supposed to be any data cap. The WoW stuff is there's supposed to be no data cap. So. It's not like after you use the X whatever and then it's supposed to slow down. There's supposed to be nothing like that. So I forget what company it is. because when you live out in the country, you just have to do what you do. You just get what you get. Wherever my sister lives or whatever it was, if you go over the amount of like download data that you're allowed, there's some like astronomical amount of number. Like she's had internet bills that was like $500 before. She's my nephew is like nonverbal autistic, so sometimes those kind of kids, like, you know, they get addicted to certain videos or whatever and just watch them on repeat nonstop. And so he does, you know, he'll do that. And yeah, when they first got it, it was like $500 a month. And like, oh boy, we got to figure something out with that. Yeah, it sounds like so. Teltso said he pays a little bit less than what I am getting mine for. Supposedly, we'll see what happens after I actually get it. But in Denmark, yeah, I've heard that essentially, I can't, you know, this is what I've heard on different documentaries and stuff, that pretty much every other country in the whole world has higher quality internet for cheaper than the United States because of the monopolies and how corporations bribe politicians with campaign contributions, thanks to good old Citizens United ruling. Love it. Love Citizens United ruling. But sorry if anyone's a Citizens United fan. I don't really like getting political too much, but I mean, who likes bribery and politicians being bribed, right? I feel like everyone's on the same side there. Everyone's against bribing politicians. Except for the politicians, of course, and the people doing the bribing. See, Stove says Canada prices are higher. You think they're higher in Canada than the United States for internet? Could be. Definitely not a Canadian internet expert, that's for sure. I'd thought the United States was the highest and worst, but... usually Canada's pretty similar, United States usually, but...
Time to get political. Vote for tacos as the best food.
Tacos! Vote for them! I think it was raced for the 100 bits. Ooh. Etiquette said if you're out in the country in Canada, it's probably worse. Could be. Could be. 50 up, 250 down in UK, says Sloth. That's kind of more expensive than what we got, unless I'm misunderstanding. That's quite a bit more expensive, in fact. Two-company monopoly? Interesting. Gotcha. So, the monopolies are taking over everywhere. Not the fun board game, either. Not that one. Just taking some of this stuff to sell, make up some gold that I had been nuking from whatever. News about Act 6. Nothing yet. I'll keep you posted. Keep you posted. Let's see. Trash has 1 gig in Ontario, $70. Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what I'm getting, so. Good old Canada. Let's see what the next terror zone is by chance. I don't know if I'm going to be on for... oh, I already looked. City of the Damned, River of Flames. Swish says the only people that would be mad for crapping on Citizens United would be telecom CEOs. Nice. Canadian dollars worth less than American. Oh yeah, so 70 Canadian is like, that's only like $15 American or something, right? I'm just joking. Hey, the US dollar is tanking, so hey, maybe you'll catch up. You'll catch up that way. I'm just joking about it being $15. Probably more like 50, 55 or something, yeah. other way around, like the Canadian dollar tanking. They probably both are, to be honest. But the American one is in a downward trajectory. Maybe Canada's going down even faster. Charpantidis. Not sure on the pronunciation there, but he says in Greece they get 3 gig for 55 euros, which a euro is like double American. So that's like I don't know for sure. I could be off here, but like $100 American or something. But still 3 gig. I've never heard of 3 gig internet before. Is that like some business thing that like normal people can't get? Like back in the day, there was like T1 or whatever, which I don't even know if people do anymore, but. G-Stack says, what's up with the lack of declone walks this season? Well, every streamer's playing like throw Barb and stuff, so that's probably why. Throw Barb and like random, like, you know, random stuff. There's probably just like less people playing too. With what was it? Didn't Path of Exile just start a season or something I've seen, or like G4 just had a new season, which I mean, even though we like to say nobody plays that game because it stinks or whatever, people do still play it. I'm not sure what's going on, but yeah, just less people playing probably. So less SOJs being found. Okay. Evil Tim says doesn't know about ladder, likes being able to set the players count. Yeah, I definitely play a lot of offline single player. That's probably 75% of what I play, but I like the new seasons. I like remembering what it's like to have Garbo gear and finding good stuff along the way. Not very small stuff, but can sell it for some of that gold. Fewer botters farming SOJs. There you go. That is a pretty common thing that people say. Yeah, like everyone's botting some other game to make more money, so they aren't botting in D2 or something. Cobalt said you're static Sork, huh? So you're static, static what? Like static Nova or something? Gotta be static and Nova, right? You'll get one though. Best of luck. Keep it up. Jeffrey M. doing a playthrough online, but non-ladder. Huh? Gotcha. Never been much of a non-ladder player since they introduced ladder. But how we throw in Grilla. Yeah. We doing it. Oh, Dude Willie. I didn't see Dude Willie up here. That's probably from like 5 or 10 minutes ago. Did not see that. If you're still here, possibly are. Welcome in. Sorry. Yeah, ladder's going pretty good. Missed that comment. Dang. Hate missing too many comments, but we got 320 people in here. Tough to catch them all. Unfortunate. The Catalyst saying farming stuff in Nightmare, you can get more than just an SOJ, some Viper Magi and stuff. It is true. I usually try to avoid farming Nightmare Andy unless I specifically only need an SOJ though, because Hell Andy, you know, when the other monsters drop dead and stuff, you could, you know, I've had like ohms and lows and stuff drop off to the side from the other monsters dropping down, so hard for me to pass up the opportunity to get like a low rune or something to, you know, go farm Nightmare Andy, if at all possible. Marty, you say your town has fiber grandfathered in for $50 a month, huh? Boy, that's nice. Nice. We do not. Joe, what's going on? Show your weapons. I guess I will. Usually I tell people to go check out my video that I made about it, but maybe one time I'll make an exception. Because I really love this thing right here. This cruel Hyperion Javelin of Worth, and then I got a Wraithblade over here, which I want to replace with something rare or magic, hopefully. But we'll see what happens. If I find anything, or maybe I'll trade for something. Yeah, that's pretty crazy, Marty. We need to get some of that over here. Evil Tim said he's curious about the 25th anniversary announcement. I don't think it was like much of an announcement, to be honest. I think it was just like, hey, we are going to be doing other Diablo stuff in the future. I don't think it was about Diablo 2 Resurrected. I think it was just like, happy 25th anniversary to Diablo 2, and then it was like, talking about the franchise as a whole. Had more things to start. Oh, well, we'll take some 320 martial art gloves, huh? People use these, right? That's why you look. When you see the right color, you'll take a glance and see what you can find. So, what are these worth nowadays, everybody? I forget. Yeah, they're talking about the next D4 expansion is what they were talking about. So we'll hang on to these. Maybe we'll just give them away. They're worth something. I know what, but... Sir Burr? You think so, Marius? I'd say probably the Sir. I don't know this late in the ladder, too. Not that it's late, but, like, you know. Nice snag there. Yeah, just randomly going over to repair and like, ooh, look at that. According to Tradery, you say, okay, all right. I trust you then. That's where I would look first off, too, probably. Is anything in the game a challenge for me? Everything. Everything's always a challenge. I mean, a throw barb's kind of challenging to play. You should have seen me the first day after we finished the ladder playthrough. How things were going. You would not be asking the same thing, that's for sure. Okay, where did it split off and I didn't see it? Oh, way back here, isn't it? Gross. Unbelievable. Throw Barb handicapping yourself? A little bit. Marty says put them up on Tradery ASAP. Probably just give them away. Trading is too much work. It's so much easier just to give them to somebody. So much less work. Chat is Phil's biggest challenge. It is true. Reading, 40 comments a minute while playing. Hell mode is always a struggle. Initially, Evil Tim says, so brutal. It can be. Yeah, if you ain't prepared. Got the perfect strat. I don't go too much off the beaten path as far as playthroughs go. I usually just like kind of follow the formula. Marty says, "Oh no, I said trade, not tradery." Gotcha. But either way, trading is even JSP's too much work nowadays for lazy Phil. Too much work for lazy Phil. Drink some water real quick. Race just got a demon machine. Nice. Let me look real quick. Okay, just making sure there wasn't like, hey, we need to talk to you about your thing. Ooh, that's some good H2O right there, I'll tell you what. It's almost too cold. Too cold. It's crazy to see speedrunners beat the game at like 52, 58, something like that. Yeah. Yeah, they're good. They're good. Better than me, that's for sure. For now. One day I'm taking all their records. No. Just kidding. How is Deckard instantly in every city? He can teleport. You didn't know that? Gorilla says he hopes with the announcement for the 25th anniversary, hopefully they only buff the Wind Druid. That's it. That's all he wants. Wind Druid already OP. What are you talking about? Whatever. Merc can take a couple things out here. What? Oh. Nope. Well, we'll check. Got sockets, no big deal. Just keeping some of that other stuff for gold, by the way, if anyone's wondering. If he can teleport, why doesn't he just teleport out of the cage in Tristram? It's kind of one of those things where, you know, he wanted to teach you a lesson, you know, so you could level up your skills and stuff. So he pretended to be stuck in that cage so that you would have to, you know, go through the trials and tribulations of rescuing him, you know? Kind of like a wax on, wax off type situation, you know what I'm saying? And Mr. Miyagi, like the lessons to be learned through the journey, you know? Yeah. Magic dampening cage, right? True story. It's like 300 years old. Well, yeah, you know all that magic. You can live that long, am I right? Evil Tim says he still thinks the summoning druid could use a little bump up. Yeah, hard to say, I suppose. I think it's okay, especially since it's the only one that gets soft points, like helping out its synergies or whatever. I don't know. I don't think summons should ever be like just clearing the game like mega fast, you know what I mean? Any summon build should be, the summons should be like going really slowly. Like they should kill stuff and survive, but it should be slow, in my opinion. I don't want to see like I don't know what it is now, but in what season it was either, but the D4 summon Necro was just like insane. They would just sprint around nuking everything. And then you would just like run behind him as fast as you could trying to keep up. I'm sure that was only for a season before it got changed back or something. Or rebalanced or whatever you want to call it. Being able to teleport while in werebear werewolf form, that is, I mean, Kinda. I kind of wish that was a thing. Mark making yo yo yo. Welcome in. Sell. Definitely don't want that. Probably got enough gold, to be honest. Probably don't need to do much more on that front. Guess it is down. This was 2.5 mil. I used a mil gold farming Andy. Impressive. Yeah, it looks like we kind of refilled that up in no time too, so.
This monastery reeks with evil and corruption.
With this pits here again.
I can.
I think oh, good. I did not go the wrong way. Where did I usually keep a hoodie down here and stuff? I don't know. Oh, there it is. So just give me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna grab it. It's actually right here. That is behind the green screen. I am freezing. So I'm gonna put some sweatpants on and stuff. When it gets real hot outside, my AC blasts nonstop to keep the upstairs warm or cool. I mean, but then it makes my basement just absolutely freezing. Because it's like unfinished basement and stuff, and the ducts are closed, but it just like leaks out in little places and whatnot. And yeah. Hoodie on and whatnot. See, Jeffrey says summon Necro doesn't have much to do while the monsters are killing stuff. I guess kind of if you're strictly summon. Just strictly straight up summon. I guess I never really play a literal just dedicated summon druid. You know, I'm usually like a. You can kind of go wind druid nowadays, like with the summons along with it. Since the plus skills help out the plus skills on gear and stuff, even help when it comes towards the synergies. If you have good gear, you can really just put like 1 point into everything, and your summons are like sick. They're awesome. So, but I guess that is like with really good gear, with plus skills on your gear and stuff. Really, what you should be doing if you're a summon druid is you should be using a bone hewing and corpse explosion. What you should be doing. Fabian, welcome in. Fishaholic says he'd make the basement his bedroom. Yeah, I don't know. You would like. It gets so cold down here. If it's if like my power goes out or something, the AC's out and it's hot out, I definitely will sleep down here. But yeah. It's honestly too cold for me down here if it's in the summer. And then in the winter it's cold too because obviously the ground's like frozen around the basement, so. Not sure what kind of weird comment that is, Raze. I'll give you an opportunity to clarify before I block you with whatever you're asking there. Shaco! I know, right? Good old Chico. Which class do I recommend you start? Boy, it's so hard. I mean, I guess I would say sorceress, but hard to give you an, anyone's perfect what they should start with, but I guess I would say Sorceress. Just having teleport is so nasty. Hard to not recommend that, but could always go. A lot of people like Paladins, so Hammered In, Fists of the Heavens are good options. Are the other probably two I guess I recommend to most people. So Scott, what's going on? Scott N. Oh, Levi says he needs an exile base. That's tough ask. Just kind of get lucky or whatever. I've been playing offline single player for like a few years now, and I have not found a high res like ethereal base to make exile in, to be straight up. So if I ever was at a point on offline single player, I have all the torches farmed up I'm ever gonna farm, so that's like the only reason for an exile is for Smiter, essentially, right? I'm probably never going to make an exile on offline single player. It's been years I haven't found one. Kind of showed me how spoiled I was before, because I had a really good exile base when I first was playing LOD back in the day. Mega quick. Like in the first couple of months of playing offline, I found one. But have I gotten a torch? I have not yet. I just haven't been trading. I've just been lazy pretty much. So I definitely could, but I just haven't. No torch, no Annie yet. Maybe I'll take a second after here and after the stream and get the stuff. I never want to trade. I never trade when I'm live streaming, so yeah. And like you said, they're so cheap. I might as well grab one. Torches are so useful. They're so beneficial. Stove just started playing recently. Orb Hydrosorc build and cleared hell no problem. Nice. Good work on that one. It's a good dual spec. Can handle pretty much everything. Come on, cruel ethereal. You can no, not ethereal. Killing me, Smalls. 2020. I feel like those go up to 40, don't they? I can't remember what on Natalia's those go up to. I don't know. Maybe I'll throw them in a giveaway in case someone needs them or something. But they're nothing too insanely valuable. But maybe somebody needs them. Orb Hydra Goltier says is the GOAT. El Rune in Spanish is the rune, right? I guess technically. Why don't we go hit the River of Flames? Why not? Switch it up a little bit. What do you do for a sorceress against Hell Ancients? Kill them with the abilities that you have. That's why they were saying the dual spec, because that way if one will be immune to fire, and you can go ahead and take them out with the cold, and the one that's immune to cold, you go ahead and take out with the fire. And if you got one that's immune to cold and fire, you just immune to both. Just reset it, I guess. Keep resetting it till you don't get one that's immune to both cold and fire. When does hardcore feel less scary? I don't know, probably never. I don't do hardcore, so I don't know. Yeah, lower res ones are sweet too, huh? Sweet. There we go. Got an amulet. I was hoping to get a few amulets. Is one of the reasons for coming out here. For crafting. We got that one. Miss Shelley, what's going on? Cameron is the only way for new players. Only problem is wave 2. Yeah. I mean, I don't know about the only way, but I do hear a lot of times when people talk about when they're a new player and they started playing and they were like, I was trying something else and then I swapped off that and someone said the paladin was real powerful and I did hammers and that playthrough was fun. So, I mean, you're probably sort of not wrong. But not having teleport is lame, I'm gonna be honest, but I guess you find a way around it, tele staff, whatnot. I do realize this is taking forever, but I kind of was just reading chat and I already committed to it, so one of those situations. Stone skin immune to physical. Unfortunate. Well, yeah, Canadian Alex. If you want to get a G rush, it's gonna be a tough go because you got to find someone who's got bumpers and stuff, you know. So, I mean, I would say the only way to find one of those is essentially JSP. So, just an FYI. Like, you're not just gonna be like, hey, can someone in chat G rush me real quick? You know, it's not. Tough ask. How's my place in the ladder? I have no idea. Just absolutely no idea. I looked the first night just because I knew almost no one played Barb, and it was just kind of interesting to see where I was at, and I was like 28th. But no, I'm nowhere. I'm probably like 60,000s right now or something. Forget this guy. I didn't skip the last one, but we're skipping this guy. Gold Tier said he was 59th on Necro. Yeah. Maybe between runs here I can look or something and we can all chuckle at it. Haha, Phil's 67,000th on the ladder. Haha. So no, Insight cannot be made in spears. You can make Infinity, but not Insight. You can make insights in bows, though, for the Act 1 mercenary. Any decent drops yet? Not really. I mean, the best thing I got so far, probably by a decent amount, was I went over to repair, and I just, you know, every once in a while I glance at what charts he has, and I picked up a pair of 320 martial art gloves, so... They trade for like a high rune of sorts. Neff rune for blood gloves, baby. Yeah, no. I know they can be good or whatever. It's just one of those things I don't do, I guess. I couldn't. I don't know what kind of blood gloves I would use over like laying of hands or something. Maybe it is a mistake not making them. I don't know. Yeah, gold tier. That's kind of the idea behind it. Yeah, that the Act 1 mercenary will sit back a little bit better. Maybe the AI is a little more passive, like run away, run back type of situation. Oh, that's probably why. I'm like, why am I dying? What's your next character? Oh, I only do one character on ladder. I don't do multiple characters and multiple playthroughs each season. I just do one, I play it for a while, and then when I don't want to play it anymore, I go back to single player and try to blast for Tyrell's Might. And then, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. One Day Dude said he got a 3 cold skills for the Sorceress, 24 MF. Nice. I got a couple. Actually, shockingly enough, I actually got a couple of those on offline single player. Similar situation. I was picking up amulets to gamble or whatever and snag one of those. So it's almost one of them ones, so I kind of usually end up not using it just because FCR, getting to the breakpoint from what you get on the amulet, is usually important. But I've used it a couple of times. One to strength. No good. One necro. Alright, let's dip out of here. Let's dip out of here. Oh yeah, I was going to look at my ladder ranking. Let's see where ridiculous this falls at. I'm actually, well, at level 90, I'm 400th. Actually. That's pretty, right above this drunk. Big old drunkie. That's kind of funny. I thought I would be way lower than that. Canadian Alex got a burr. Nice, nice, nice. Levi says, should I just make the exile in a regular base? Should you? I don't know about that. I'm almost at that point. I mean, on single player, if I ever did. I don't know how much of a difference you're really going to notice between an ethereal base and a non-ethereal base. So you might just go for it and make it happen. I don't know. What do y'all think? Should he just make it in a non-ethereal base? And if you're online or something, like if you don't care about the trade value, then it doesn't matter much anyway. So this might damage go up on Eth shields. I think it does a little bit, doesn't it? But the thing is, doesn't all of the smite damage pretty much anyways come from your grief? So because you got 400 flat damage on the grief, and then your smite damage is like 150 or something, isn't it? So Smulp says smite damage does not go up for Eth. So a few people say hold out for ethereal. Fade mine and ethereal 35 res shield works wonders. Pro Style said you're more likely to find an entire new set of runes to make an entire another exile than to find the base. Probably believe that too, huh? Yeah, all the crushing blow, right? Yeah, Chris, exactly, yeah. The crushing blow from that, so I don't know. I don't really know what to recommend, to be honest. Necessarily. Okay. What I do recommend is this crafted amulet be godly right now. 18 FCR, let's go! With a 95 level. Why am I getting so many 95 level requirements on these things? Only 1 to defensive auras, though, so is that good? Is defensive auras a good one to get, or let me know in the comments. I don't really know. Well, a barbarian caster one, so if I need that FCR, dexterity, I'll land more shots with that. Ooh, poison res that I need to make up when farming Andy. It's something, I guess. What other amulets do I got? Cat's Eye, which I'm never going to use. This I'm never going to use. Yeah, 30 magic find. By itself, no. I think amulets go up to 40 anyways. Not even that great. Oh yeah, that's garbage. Never mind. Make Nedge's staff just give teleport. Won't be that broken. Yeah. Maybe. You'd still have to have it on swap and stuff, so maybe it wouldn't be that broken. Maybe put that on... Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Kim, I would highly recommend, unless if you're going to just only play a sorceress or something, make Infinity. But if you want to play other builds, other characters, make Enigma for sure. I would say definitely make Enigma. It'll make playing a lot more fun. And since you're farming more efficiently because you have teleport on other characters, you're more likely to like find more high runes to make the Infinity too. So, Glenn, good call. Yeah, I kind of forget that actually. That Holy Shields makes the shield damage go up. For Smite, good call. Was that a Sunday? It's a Grand Charm. Oh, it's a blue one, huh? Just the blue Grand Charm. I was expecting a Sunder Charm. No good. Remove teleport from the game? Oh boy, don't do that. Don't do that. Amrune, congrats. One day, dude. Little Amrune. What is hitting me right now? Good God. They're just like casting, but it's just like instant death hitting me. There's no animation. Just death. Ooh, Andaro's Visage. That's a good one to find. Best rune chances if you're online P1. I mean, I guess. Yeah, I mean, I would strictly like hunting runes is not what I would recommend most people do. I would just go to it, like go to the Terror Zone or go to whatever 85 area you're good at, whether it's like the pits or whether it's if you're a fire build, go to like the Stony Tombs or something, or you know, it's going to be build dependent for what you should really do. If you're a barbarian, you could hit Trav if you want to with the find item. I'm not a big fan, but Trav is so boring and I never find anything there, but other people like it. G-Stacks says any place that has the ghost type of monsters. So, like these guys are ghosts, or there's ghosts that are called ghosts. Or, yeah. A lot of good advice there from people in chat. So yeah, listen to mostly what a lot of people in chat is saying. Is kind of what I'd say too. So appreciate y'all. Sir and a Mang song somebody set up there kind of dipped off the screen. A lot of good advice there, but congrats on that. Don't forget YouTube. Hit that like button for me. We got between Twitch and YouTube, we got 340 people. Let's go. Appreciate y'all joining me on a Monday. Ooh, boy, my mercenary's getting beat up. Somebody have a case of the Mondays. Didn't mean to grab that. Yeah, I seen someone say low MF, and yeah, it is kind of accurate that Magic Find doesn't, in any direct sense, affect the rune drop rates. Some argue in an indirect sense that, of course, if you stack like 400 Magic Find and then you kill at half the speed, that's not what you want to do, which in most cases you don't want to do that, but then it would affect your how many runes you find per hour or per day or whatever you want to call it. But isn't it Tuesday? Is today? Oh no, today's Wednesday. You guys are crazy. Wait, is today Tuesday or is it Wednesday? What is today? I have no idea what today is. Hold up. It's Wednesday. Yeah. I just said that earlier. I just said earlier that it was Wednesday because today's my bowling league. What a silly Phil I am. What a goofball. Well, thank you all for joining me on Wednesday. Thanks for joining me on a Wednesday. We got 80 on Twitch and 270 on YouTube. Ooh, TZ Tris next, huh? How about that? So looking how long I've been on, I do need to just take a 1 quick second break. I'm going to go check on my 8-year-old kid that's been running around for the last 2.5 hours, but with no supervision of any kind. So I'm going to run and come back just super quick. And Kim, thank you for the tier 1 sub supporting the channel. You legend. Appreciate you. So I'll just be right back, just super quick. 60 seconds. All right, I'm back. Sorry for the little delay. Go check on the kid real quick. Once again, Kim, thank you for the tier 1 sub there. Kim says, a fan of wishing they would rework the sets and uniques and stuff, huh? Have a separate ladder season? No rune word? Interesting idea. Decided to treat myself with some Cheetos. Kind of separating the player base, though. I don't know. With it such a small player base, I don't know that's a good idea. Oh. Run of the living room. Don't know the area level. Good call. You guys are ridiculous. Nope, just had to go check on the kid. Life of a parent, right? Full-time stay-at-home dad / YouTuber. Not bleeding, they're fine. Yeah, I had to run up there. She was sitting there watching TV. You know, I should have checked. I didn't even look. The stepson is home. He usually comes home on Wednesdays. Oop. Teleported enough times there. How would I rate my build right now versus like a Blizzard Sorceress? Oh my gosh, not even close. Not even close to... I mean, obviously, of course, Sorceress having teleport, you can go make a, like rune words that'll help you out way more. You run the Countess, just make rune words, boom, you double your power in like a day. Next day you do something else, double your power again. Like, not even close. Not even close to the same experience. The thing too is I could trade for stuff that would make me a lot more powerful. Like, I found good stuff that I just haven't. I've either traded away and just haven't like used the value I got for trading it away in order to get the better gear because I'm lazy or whatever. Because I found ethereal Treks on like the first day of ladder, so I could have got the best weapons that you could get for this build and been rocking. But I wanted to, you know, I find more. I get more entertainment and joy from the game when I find the stuff myself. You know, trading for stuff doesn't do much for me. Maybe it, you know, having the better stuff, I'd find more stuff, so you could argue that'd be more fun because you'd find more stuff because you had better gear to kill faster. But I'll probably trade up for some stuff here in a day or two. Make a grief, blast Trav. You want me to throw griefs? How am I gonna do that? Cygnus. Yeah. The enchant bow sork is way better. Yeah, kind of like Dullard. Says trading feels hollow and empty. I don't know, it's just like, for me, on ladder, once you get perfect gear, then it's like, okay, well, what do you do now? Oh. Yeah, Canadian Alex, I know you keep saying this thing about G-Rushing, but like every 5 minutes you say how mad you are that you can't find someone to G-Rush you. I'm not sure what to tell you, man. Go to JSP and type in giving a burr rune for a G-Rush and someone will do it for you. Or tradery, I guess. So. Sorry for munching Cheetos right in your face, but just want a little snack. Oh, like 9 people asked what's a G-Rush, right? So, the G just means glitch. So, a glitched rush. What you can do is, you get somebody who's high enough level and is far enough in the game at a certain point to complete the Ancients quest. And you can kind of like skip it. Kind of, sort of. I'm not going to do the full explanation here because, you know, but pretty much you can get a character rushed all the way to hell difficulty at like level 1. But it's hard to get characters that are, they call them bumpers. So you got to be like level 20 at least, or I think at least level 20 in normal difficulty and at least 40 in Nightmare or something. And that character has to be like at the point in the game in order to get the Ancients quest. And then if you just like sit in town, you'll just like magically get the Ancients quest or something like that. Level yourself to 40 and be the bumper. Oop. Yeah, sometimes I literally just find it like it takes longer to find like somebody to rush you and stuff than to just do it yourself. Like, to be honest. Be the bumper you want to see in the world. It's funny you word it that way. Wait, can you item find all these little bugs but they never drop anything? I never thought about it before. I know when you kill them the first time they don't drop anything, but then when you item find them they also don't drop anything. That's lame. Never thought about it. Usually I would never farm this area with a barbarian or anything.
Impossible. I can't.
G-Sec says if you haven't hit the like button yet, he's going to ban you. I support this message. Gliberish mentioned something about an in-game auction house over here a second ago. Yeah, they should totally do that for that's their big announcement for the 25th anniversary for D2R. In-game auction house coming to D2R. I'm kidding, by the way. Joking. Kim, no. So if you have like Holy Fire and you're running around and everything's dropping dead, your Magic Find should be applying to those kills. Yeah. Oh, teleport, please. Thank you. Enigma 40 USD. What a value right there. See? Oopsie, just throwing it at the thing. Okay, this guy, the stone's getting me to physical. Great, skip that guy. Gold Tier says not hard to beat the game. Just pick a cookie cutter build that, yeah, pick the builds that people have been playing for the last 25 years and get after it. For the most part, that is kind of true. I'll be honest, Barbarian's a tough like solo playthrough, in my opinion. Super slow and boring, kind of, sort of. Gotcha, Alex. Say 25, I suppose. Yeah, because you don't get any good experience after that point, do you? Or if you're level 20 and you beat Ancients, you don't get like no experience past there. Real annoying. I don't usually ever do those. Those glitch rushes, so I just like kind of know about them from talking about them pretty much. What's the throw bar build and items? You want me to go over the whole build and item right now? So the last video on my channel. So not the last video, but the one before that. At the second half of that video, it drops on the first part. My season start drops, and then it's my full build after that. If you want to check that out to see all the gear and exactly what I'm rocking right here. Oh yeah, it's this guy again. Dom saying, I'm still happy for the Zod drop. Was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy.
I can't carry anymore.
Oh, I was like, how can I carry anymore? I don't have a Geeds yet. Just a Sunder, of course.
I can't.
What do I got in here? Oh yeah, forgot about that. Just gonna sell it for the gold. Whatever. Get that out of here so it's not hurting us so bad. Don't remember if I found item here. Yep. Used that already. Ooh. Lot going around in these parts. I hate those thinking little brood hatchlings. Man, those things are annoying. I guess I could do the area above too, right? Kind of wasn't really thinking / paying attention. It might even be better because we don't have to deal with those things. Oof, but we got these misshape or whatever they're called out here. What are they called out here? Whatever those things are called that shoot the little lightning balls out of their mouths. In this particular area. Damned corpses, I guess. So they're damned. Darns. 80-cent Jacks has got to take off. All right, peace out. Have a good day. Whoops. And we got almost 3 o'clock here, huh? Oh, why did none of these monsters drop any items? Kind of strange. Let's see. What's the mechanic behind the ethereal javelins replenishing? Yeah, it's the new change they made to throwing mastery. I see someone saying there. And it's weird the way that it works, too, because it says... replenish quantity on a critical strike. But apparently it's only if it procs to decide that if the javelin lands, you'll get a critical strike, then it'll replenish quantity, because... it replenishes when you throw all the time. So, really weird. Because you can see, like, I'll just throw off into the distance, and the quantity does not go down. I just hit something on accident, but... like, you see? It goes down 1, it goes down 2, and then it'll just come right back up. See? So, I don't really know... I've never heard an explanation behind what's going on there, so...
I can't.
Oh. Oh, look! Tyrio's Might! It's blue! Good one, huh? But yeah, when you have maxed out throw mastery, you never run out of quantity. Rocking a Reaper's Toll on the Mercenary so that the physical immunes can get knocked out. And of course, when the Decrepify procs on somebody, I obviously deal a ton of damage to that monster then. And yeah, I don't need the insight, so I got Might Aura and then the Decrepify from the Reapers. Noted. Get max throw mastery. Yeah, if you're going to be a throw barb, you need max throw mastery. For sure. Indubitably. Is it viable to reroll yellow throwing weapons with 6 perfect skulls? I don't know about viable. You could do it. You could do it. The thing is that I don't know. I know when you reroll magic items, you can't decide whether they're going to be ethereal or not. Like, if I took this blue item right here and tried to reroll it with gems, there's a small chance it would be ethereal, but most likely it won't be. It wouldn't be ethereal. That's why this is so nasty that it was ethereal. I ID'd it and it was cruel. I was going to try to reroll stuff, but then I just never pick up gems and stuff, so I'm not going to do that anymore. You could do it, but... And plus, finding perfect skulls, like, it takes like 7 years. It literally takes a week to find 6 perfect skulls. Like, just blasting. They don't, that number of flawless skulls doesn't really drop too much. Because that would have to be, 18 flawless skulls you'd have to find, so... Throw this on the giveaway side. Well, look at what we got here.
Not in town.
I kind of throw all my giveaway stuff on that page, but what I'm going to do in just a second is I don't know who's around right now or whatever, but I'll do a giveaway right now, actually. It's gonna be a drop game giveaway. So, just first come, first serve. I'll tell you the password in a second. Nothing crazy or anything like that, but... You want to farm gem shrine, says Glenn, to get perfect skulls? Oh boy. Yeah, no. Hard pass. But yeah, you kind of see the stuff. I got these different Sunder Charms if anybody needs that stuff. Some Natalia's boots. We'll go ahead and toss these down. Maybe I'll take some. So if anyone needs a Sunder Charm or just some simple stuff here. 4-socketed. I guess we'll give away the Wisp. Why not? Wisp. This, we got a Whiz Spike here if anyone needs it, or if anyone just needs their elite base for their insight still, or... Did I just pick this up on accident? Not sure what happened, but... Twisted Essence, nothing crazy. Maybe I got too many bases in here. Ah, well, whatever. So just some of this stuff. This is kind of worth the bunch. Maybe I'll trade that in a little bit. So if anybody needs any of this stuff right here, the game is free, 123. The password is QAZ. If anybody needs any of it. America's server, by the way. Yeah, America's. Yeah, I made a hell game because when I don't make hell games, I've had people create a mule and just hop in here and grab everything and then hop on Trader and just trade it away instantly. So, I mean, nothing here is insane anyways. So just some stuff to help out some like newer people, maybe something. So Google AI says throw mastery is bugged. Yeah, it might be bugged too, but then they're just like, yeah, we'll just leave it that way. Searching for a nice insight base. Yeah, there was like an okay one that I threw down, but sometimes people hop in here and drop their own stuff for giveaways too, so you guys could check that out maybe. But looking at the time, I think we're gonna go ahead and call her a day. 3-hour streams, good for Phil right here. So shout out anybody supporting the channel today. Trash gifted 5 memberships earlier. Huge shout out, Trash. Robert, 32 months membership on YouTube. Thank you so much. Race with 100 bits and 10 months of Twitch Prime sub. And Kim with a tier 1 sub over on Twitch. All you legends like that supporting the channel, make it possible for me to keep streaming and making videos on this channel. So thank you all so much. With that being said, peace out. Join that Discord. And don't forget, keep slaying. Ooh.